Houston, we have a problem.
Give me all you got!
But what I do have are a very particular set of skills.
Give me back my gun! I didn't kill my wife! I don't care!
Hello and welcome to another episode of Stand and Watch, the best and only dad movie podcast that you're ever going to listen to, because we killed all the other ones.
We walked into the bank and saw we had our glasses on that showed us who the dad podcasters were, and we shot them.
Yeah, we were there to chew bubblegum and kill dad movie podcasters. And ladies and gentlemen, we had no more bubblegum.
And we have no more dad podcasters to kill because we also took care of that issue.
Exactly. As always, I'm your host, Matt. I feel like we don't say that enough.
The other- I'm the other guy, Nick. Hi, Steve.
Hi, Steve.
Standees.
Steve Standees, especially you, Steve.
Our only patron. Our only patron.
Yeah, he pays for my rent. Again, I cannot thank you enough, Steve.
I've always said you can't have art without the patrons. That's been true all the way back to the days of Michelangelo and all those other Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
That's
That's it.
What a week. What a
What a week.
What a week. What a day for me to this week's movie is They Live. I watched this movie the same day the new Taylor Swift album came out, and I don't know, it was just a fun little coinkydink there that stood out to me.
There's
The
nothing.
Billionaires album came out and everyone was consuming, obeying.
There's
Anyone who
nothing.
had a different idea was being chastised online.
There's nothing more capitalistic than white girl pop.
Yeah. Right now, it's the pop girlies are in. Everything else is out. Rappers going country is in as well. I mean, they got Posty a while back, but the Big Plug went country. He was a rapper for a little bit.
You're speaking complete gibberish to me. I hope you know
His
this.
name- I think his full name is Big X the Plug.
Big X the
which he-
Plug? Is that on his birth certificate? This is his legal name?
Yes, I think they call him Mr. Plug.
Mr. Plug. Okay.
Mr. the Plug, which is just too close to Pug, and he kind of looks like a pug.
Mr. Plug.
It's Mr. the Plug. I'm
Mr.
sorry.
the Plug. Okay.
Mr. the Plug. Yeah, all these guys turn country and then they like start getting political and they're like, hey, you know what? I think it isn't a choice. Like, what? Just sing, man. Just sing. God damn. What are you doing? Aren't you supposed to be sad and riding a horse somewhere? Well, Big X the Plug shouldn't ride a horse. That poor horse.
It's the craziest thing. I stopped rapping and started singing about trucks, and all of a sudden, I think Tylenol causes autism.
Look. I used to think the streets were mean, and now I think the streets are mean and they scare me. Look, I used to be from the city. Now I'm scared of the city. Try that in a small town. I'm from a big city, but try that in a small town, bud.
You know, I used to be ice cold. Now I'm just ice.
I'm just ice. Hey, do you think there was someone blasting "Try That in a Small Town" after they arrested the guy who got Charlie Kirk? I mean, he did it in a small town.
Did he? I thought didn't he do it in like at a university?
It's Utah. It's a small town.
Is all of Utah a small town?
The whole state is a small town.
There's no cities in Utah.
You may not know it, but Utah is the state of small towns. That's what it's called.
Is Salt
look
Lake
it up.
City a small town?
The lake is the town. So yes, it's a small. When the lake is the central part of the town, it is by definition a small town.
But how do all these Mormons get all these wives in such a small town? Are they sharing?
Well, I think the women overpopulate the men, so that's just a coincidence that they have all these wives, these
Okay.
sister wives, if you will. Terrible show, by the way. I don't know.
Is that
I don't
what
know if any of our listeners.
is that what sister wives are?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I thought it was different.
So my wife watches that show from time to time, and the husband is the biggest fucking little bitch, the biggest little bitch I've ever seen on TV. He's got these 4 or 5 wives. I don't know. It's changing all the time because like some of the women wise up and they're like, "Fuck this guy, I'm leaving." There's like 20 kids. He's got them all in separate houses on a cul-de-sac. It's like a fucking compound. And these women seem like some of the nicest women in the world. And he'll like, you're not giving me enough. He'll be like, you're not giving me enough attention. And immediately I'm like, are you fucking kidding me, dude?
Okay.
You have 4 wives.
So, but just so we're clear, the wives are not sisters.
They're not sisters. No.
Okay, I thought because I thought for this whole time, whenever I see an ad for this show, I thought it was a guy who married a bunch of sisters.
No, none of them are related. It's always weird when like a new one gets like introduced because very obviously the other wives are like, we hate this. We fucking hate her, but it's part of the lifestyle. So welcome aboard, sister.
They should remake Taken, but she was taken to be part of the sister wives.
They should remake Taken, but she's taken out of Utah and she's actually treated better.
I don't think she lived in Utah in Taken.
No, she lived in California. You can tell by the way she ran.
That girl has never run a day in her life.
Not a day in her life. And I feel terrible, but it's just if it were like a one thing and they just got a bad take of her running, I'd be like, yeah, you know what, that sucks. But she does it multiple times and they're just like, hey, run like a kid. And she thought this is how kids ran.
I don't think she thought that's how kids ran. I think that's just how she runs. That actress.
Well, she does it very poorly. She's still acting though. She's still working, if I remember her Wikipedia page correctly.
So long ago when we did the episode.
Yeah, it's been a while. We're recording this the day the new Taylor Swift album comes out.
But you're listening to it on Halloween. Ooh. Isn't it amazing that this wheel, we got an episode directly on Halloween and directly on Independence Day?
That's crazy. Are we doing No, we're not. It's not a Halloween movie. It's not. I guess They Lived is kind of a spooky Halloween movie.
I consider this a Halloween movie.
It's John Carpenter.
It's John Carpenter. It's Aliens.
I think John Carpenter might be the best living horror director / writer still alive.
Yeah.
Still alive, right?
Yeah.
Wes Craven died. I get him and Wes mixed up. Wes Craven died.
Wes Craven died. John Carpenter's chilling in his house smoking weed and playing Assassin's Creed.
How old is John Carpenter?
Like 78.
And he passed his creativeness on to his son. His son, at least I think his son did the music for one of the newer Halloweens. John Carpenter 77. Okay. Another Capricorn. Welcome to the club, John.
John Carpenter is great because anytime someone interviews him, you can tell that he's just like, I'm old, I don't care. As long as they give me a check, they can do whatever they want.
He's on the Ridley Scott tour.
Yeah, but like even like more
so.
Yeah, because like Ridley Scott's still doing work and like making good movies. Like John Carpenter just hangs at his house, plays video games. They'll interview him for something, be like, so, what's it like they're remaking your property? He's like, I don't give a fuck. They paid me.
And it's a good run. I've never seen Dark Star, but I've heard good things. But let's see. Assault on Precinct 13 in 76, Halloween in 78, The Fog in 80, Escape from New York in 81, The Thing in 82, Christine in 83, Starman in 84, Big Trouble in Little Chinatown, or in Little China, 86, Prince of Darkness, 87, They Live in 88, and then the 90s are kind of a Village of the Damned and Mouth of Madness. Yeah, he had a better 80s. I do like his vampires movie that he did in 98, Ghost of Mars, and then The Ward. I forgot they didn't bring him back to do the original or the new Halloween.
No.
But he did do the music. Yeah, he did the music. Actually, he did the music for all 3.
Yeah, but they did write him a check for it.
Oh yeah, he got the checks.
He made sure everybody knows that.
Look, the man. If he wanted to come back and do movies, I would be like, yeah, John Carpenter, let him do another fucking movie. Fuck you. The man knows what he's doing, or at least he knew what he was doing. Again, he's 77, so you don't know if it's still all there, but who cares?
It's true. Francis Ford Coppola used to know what he was doing.
I got this boner here. And by the way, I can't help but feel like the one battle after another boner was inspired by that other boner.
It is a better boner.
It's a better boner. And it's a better character with the boner.
Yeah. I'm not sure if the actor playing the character with the boner is a better person, but
he's so unhinged when he real quick aside, when he approaches Leonardo DiCaprio in the store.
Oh my god.
What's her name's Charlene, right?
Yeah, it's
Like
like, what's
they changed it.
yeah, well,
They
they
changed her
change
name,
your
but
name when they go on the
when they go
run,
into
but, like
hiding.
yeah,
Yeah.
but it's originally Charlene. He's like he just approaches him from behind, he's like, "Oh, you got a baby, do you? What's the baby's name?" "Charlene." "That's a black girl's name. You like black girls? I love them."
I love them.
And he walks away.
Look, there are gonna be a lot of people for Halloween dressed up as Leonardo DiCaprio's character. The braver people are gonna be dressed up as
As
General Luxor.
Oh, no, but you can't, because
Colonel
then you gotta do
Luxor.
the walk. How do you do the walk? What an
He's gotta sway. I've already seen
insane
some bad.
walk.
I've seen some bad ones on TikTok that like they think they're doing it, but they're not. You have to. Your hips have to be hurting by the time you're done walking.
What
like
an
that.
insane walk. How does a man come up with that? I I I walked at that theater and I don't know if you feel this. I feel like part of that performance, he had to have been channeling RFK, right?
Yeah,
Right? Like that was my thought. I'm like, he's doing RFK.
he's gonna get a nomination for that role, and he deserves it.
He should win. Give it
Like
to him.
he should win it. I'd say and again, I haven't seen Smashing Machine yet or anything else, but I think his only other competition right now is Del Toro, and I think Del Toro deserves it too.
Yeah, yeah. I think you're right.
He's just a dude ass dude.
He's the most it's just the most dudes rock guy who's ever been.
Literally, I forgot who I was talking to about this, but literally the only time he gets mad at Leo is when like he has the beer and the cop sees the beer in the car. He's like, dude. The only time he gets mad at him.
It's like if if the term dudes rock was a person, it's that character.
Such a fun character. I kind of want to see it again. Fun movie. But we're not talking about that today. We're talking about They Live. Let me read this Wikipedia post here, or this Wikipedia page. They Live is a 1988 American science fiction film written and directed by John Carpenter, based on the 1963 short story 8 o'clock in the Morning by Ray Nelson, starring Rowdy Piper, Keith David, and Meg Foster. The film follows a drifter who discovers through special sunglasses that the ruling class are aliens, concealing their appearance and manipulating people to consume, breed, and conform to the status quo via subliminal messages in mass media. Having acquired the film rights to the Nelson Penn story, prior to the production of They Live, Carpenter used the story as the basis for screenplay structure, which he wrote under the pseudonym Frank Armitage. Carpenter has stated that the themes of They Live stemmed from his dissatisfaction from the economic policies of then U.S. President Ronald Reagan. It always goes back to Reagan. As well as that Carpenter saw an increase in commercialization in both pop culture and politics. They Live was a minor success upon release, debuting at #1 at North American box office. It initially received negative reviews from critics who lambasted its social commentary, writing, and acting. However, it later gained a cult following, experienced a significantly more favorable critical reception. It is now regarded by many as Carpenter's best films. One of his best films. The film also entered the pop culture lexicon, notably having a lasting effect on street art, particularly that of Shepard Fairey.
What is it about 80s satires that just seem like they knew the future?
Is it because I had this thought earlier too? Because I mean, so many movies. There's Heathers,
There's RoboCop.
RoboCop, and maybe it's just like things have been this bad all along, and so like in hindsight, these all look fucking brilliant when in fact they're going through
But it just feels
almost like one for one situations that we're going through right now.
well, because it just feels like in the 80s, this was like, let's take what is going on now and exaggerate it. And so what was in the 80s an exaggerated reality is just life in 2025.
Yeah, this movie made me very sad. Watching it in my workplace, just sitting there, watching him with the sunglasses, the obey over the ad, the marry and reproduce over the travel ad of the woman in the bikini.
When
It's
he
like, yeah,
when he first puts the glasses on and looks around and then takes them off and then puts them back on, he just goes, "Fuck."
and I felt that. I
Yeah.
took that personally.
Like, and it's like, yeah, man, fuck.
Yeah, man. Fuck. Yeah. Fuck, man. This movie's a real bummer to watch in 2025. A real fucking bummer.
Yeah. In the 80s, you watch, it's like, oh, science. 2025, you watch this and you go, yeah, that's life. That's it.
If you're a podcaster in the 80s, you watch it and you're like, couldn't be me. Couldn't happen here. Couldn't happen to us. But it was happening the entire time. Let's get to our dad approved letterbox review so we can get back to talking about this movie.
Yeah.
I have one from Karsten, who is a patron saint of Letterboxd. Praise be to thee. Gave it 3.5 stars and a heart and said, realize. Dot, 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 dot.
It's a bit of a tongue twister.
It really makes you think.
Yeah. My tongue is twisted just listening to that. I got one here from Reese, who is also a patron saint of Letterboxd. Praise be. Gave this movie 3.5 stars and wrote, no joke, 15% of this movie is a single fist fight between two guys in an alley. And it freaking rocks.
So good. I was speaking of that scene, I was watching that and thinking of Con Air and how awful those fights were. Like, this is a much smaller budget and these fights are way better.
I love how these two guys have like a 40-minute fight in an alley just because they're both too stubborn to just talk to each other.
Put on the glasses.
Yeah.
Put them on.
Put on those glasses or you're going to be eating that trash can. Like, bro, just talk to him.
I like that they pulled out the wrestling moves too. Like you got Roddy Piper. Like, yeah, you're gonna be doing some wrestling moves.
Yeah, like Roddy Piper's just fucking explain to him, like just talk to him. And Keith David's like, I'm not putting on the fucking like just put on the glasses, bro. Like, what are you doing?
Well, and you don't think the fight's on the nose, do you? It's very on purpose. It's very like we're too busy fighting each other to realize what's going on over here. But I like it. Because it's a 15-minute fist fight.
And it's a good 15-minute fist fight.
And it's a good 15-minute fist fight. Because if you did it in a movie today, Keith David would have to be like, wait, we shouldn't be fighting each other. We should be...
The real enemy is there.
Real enemy is there. We should be allies. Why are we fighting? Yeah. No, the fight continues. And there's some dirty shots even after like he realized. I love that he apologizes to him after breaking his back window out. That's the one time Roddy Piper stops. He's like, "Whoa, I'm so sorry." It's almost it's a reverse. It's a reverse. Do the right thing. Oh my God! I beat your ass, but I'm not sorry for beating your ass. But I destroyed your property. My bad.
Yeah, if this were made today, they would fight until like one of the aliens comes to fight them, and they're like, "Oh, we got to team up now."
Team up.
The real enemy has attacked.
There's no ounce of there's a little bit of fat on this movie, and I'll save that for the negative. But this is a very to the point movie. Again, this is like what,
an hour 33? An hour 33,
yeah,
I think.
Hour 33. So just right at the 90-minute mark.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bet 3 of those minutes were for credits. So
mean and lean. It's mean and lean. Mean and lean.
Like again, Roddy Piper gets into town, is looking for jobs. Gets a job on the construction site. Like it wastes no time. It wastes no fucking time, and I love it for that. It's just a good movie.
It's a really good movie, and
the effects. I mean, it's practical effects. The makeup looks like it's from the 80s, but it looks good. They're doing
they're off-putting.
The turtles are made from or whatever.
Yeah, and I do feel like they're going for like a 50s sci-fi aesthetic for the aliens, which also helps it look less goofy.
Because you want them to like be scary the first time you see them, but to a point, you also want to be able to laugh at them later on.
Yeah, and Roddy Piper, like almost immediately when he realizes what's going on, the first thing he does after insulting a lady in a grocery store,
you look like cheese.
Yeah, and he's like, you look good, but this one, real fucking ugly.
I love how fast they turn on him too. They're like, hey, we've got to see her.
Yeah, like they like he immediately lets them know like you're real fucking ugly, and they're immediately like we got one who can see, and so like after that, his first inclination, I'm gonna go to a bank with a shotgun and kill a bunch of these things.
I think John Carpenter just hates bankers. He just hates going to the bank. He's like, I don't want to give you my deposit sheet. Fuck you.
You know, good for him. More people should hate bankers.
They should. Not in the way J.K. Rowling hates bankers, though. You should hate bankers the way John Carpenter hates bankers.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. Do you think so? I almost called them terrorists. They're not terrorists. The revolution, Viva la Revolution.
Viva la Revolution.
Revolution. They're hiding in a church.
Yeah.
Do you think if this movie was made today, they'd be in a church? Because it kind of feels like the church would be the police
Yeah,
these
no,
days.
they would be in a community center.
Yeah. They'd be at a rec center. There'd be like pickleball courts behind them or something.
Yeah.
Because the movie very very pointedly the cops are in on it, and then also you have humans that are like willing to
Yeah,
turn the blind eye and be companions
there
to
are other
the
humans that know,
overlords.
and the humans that know, like, are like, "If you just go along with it, we'll pay you more money, you'll get a raise, you get all these benefits."
Look, we'll let you look. You can be just like us.
Right? It's like, oh my god, people selling their morals for cash to evildoers couldn't so unrelatable in 2025.
What?
What?
No. Never.
Humans capitulating to evil just for a profit?
You can
Insane.
you can sell out the human race. You can sell
You can sell
sell out the
you can-
lower class
you can
for some
s-
cash.
you can sell your soul for a bonus? What?
What you can get a big paycheck by going to Saudi Arabia? What?
What? What?
What?
You can improve your
You can go to-
you can improve your stock price by just by censoring people that the person who can approve your merger doesn't like. What?
You can go perform in Saudi Arabia and then immediately say you regret it after you buy a new house. What? You can go to Saudi Arabia and say that speech in America is under attack. That one was that might have been the craziest one. That was from Dave Chappelle,
Oh, Dave.
who sold out a long time ago, a long fucking time ago.
I want to know how he went from the guy who turned down millions of dollars to make another season of his show to this.
Well, it's funny because there's that Time magazine. It's the one with the Xbox 360 on it with Bill Gates, which it's funny that Bill Gates is holding up the Xbox 360 on that cover. It's like, what the fuck does he have to do with that at all besides the fact that he's CEO? Like Bill Gates has never gamed a day in his life. At least that's my thought on it. He's too busy chipping everybody. But anyway, there's an interview in that where he talks about how he turned down, like he felt, I think it was like the Pixies sketch that they did in the Lost episodes where he felt like he remembers looking at like a white man laughing in the audience. And it was the first time that he felt like somebody was laughing at him and not with him. And so for a man who said that, like to have that insight and like turn down all the money, then come back and like, I don't know, just die on this hill of like making trans jokes that aren't funny and then be mad that people aren't laughing with him about it when he's laughing at people's like, it's just like you've become what you hated the most in that moment, Dave. And now you're in Saudi Arabia saying that free speech in America is the America that you made millions is dying. Like, get the fuck out of here. I loved his comedy back in the day. I thought he was hilarious. I thought he was 10 steps above everybody. But
I saw him.
Yeah,
I
man.
saw him live like a couple years before he made the pivot,
yeah, same. I think that
And
you and I
it's-
probably saw the same tour.
and it's like probably one of the best stand up I've ever seen. I saw him twice. Like I saw him 2 days in a row because we had tickets to his his show, like his taping. And then the night before we went to like a just a club that had like a midnight surprise show. They were like, there was like 5 comedians and then a surprise at midnight. And he was the midnight surprise. And he just went off for an hour.
Like good win off, not like
Yeah,
not
like good went off. Like he had his material and then he was just riffing. Like he at one point in the show, he was like he asked the waiter for a beer and he did like a 15-minute like bit on because it was like the beer was called like 1664 or something. And he did like a 15-minute bit about how not a great year for black people. Good beer though.
Well, you know who else I've heard is bad recently is Louis C.K. I had a friend go see him here in St. Louis recently. He's like, he just droned on about like cancel culture for a while, and he's like, it wasn't funny. It wasn't funny at all.
Yeah, it doesn't sound
And
funny.
this is a conservative friend. They're like, this isn't like I don't hang out with snowflakes, you guys. I got people from all walks of the snow.
Yeah, you live in Missouri.
I live in Missouri, and yeah, so it's just funny to see these folks making millions, and then being so rich they feel like they're in a place where they don't relate to people. So then instead of like trying to pivot in a good direction and try to like because once you get to a certain point, all you can do is make fun of yourself, right?
Yeah.
Once you get past a certain threshold of like earnings or fame or like skill, like all you can do is like punching up. Like you have to punch up on yourself because everything else just feels like punching down.
Well, the thing with comedy is I feel like if you can't self-deprecate, like y- you've already got one foot out the door.
Yeah, you're on your way out. It's Jerry Seinfeld, same way. He's the same way.
Yeah.
He's been the same way since probably before the Pop-Tart movie. He made the Pop-Tart movie because he thought 17-year-olds would dig it. I dated a 17-year-old once. She loved Pop-Tarts. Let's make the Pop-Tart movie.
I made her Pop-Tarts for breakfast every day before I dropped her off at school. What's the deal with
loved-
that?
She loved when I frosted those Pop-Tarts. You
What's
wouldn't eat them if I didn't frost them.
What's the deal with homeroom?
We're making fun of these comedians, but and they live like they run into that one guy from the commune who's up on the ship, who like is another trader, and he's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, you guys are up here. You should get some new clothes now that you're up here."
Yeah.
And just to see that he's lost all personality, he looks just like all the other phonies.
He's sold out. He's sold out for the money. He sold out his race for the money.
He sold out for the money, and like he becomes this person that's out of touch with everything going. He's so out of touch that he doesn't realize that the traders are on the ship.
Yeah, he doesn't realize that they are not
They're not
like
with them.
they haven't joined.
And so I circle back to all the Saudi performing comedians. They all think we're on there. No, not really, guys. Goodbye. Oh, Bill Burr still hurts the most out of all of that.
It does.
He felt like he was going to be the one that like pulled us all out. He was like, no, these guys, because he's been that voice for the longest time, and just to see him sell out, it's like,
Yeah.
no, Bill,
Why would you
you're
do
the
it?
good one.
Yeah,
You're the good one, Bill. Fuck.
well, money. He did it for the money.
Man, I hope I'm never that desperate. Or what? It's not even. It's not.
They're not
For
desperate.
some of them, it's not even. It's
They're
not even
all
desperation.
they're all rich.
Like, what is it?
Kevin Hart
What
probably
is
makes
it that-
Kevin Hart probably makes $10 million a year just from those DraftKings ads.
What's he need more money for? Are stilts getting more expensive? Or like things in your shoes to make you look taller getting like what? Kevin, what do you need the money for?
Is The Rock not hanging out with you anymore?
Is The Rock not returning your calls, sir?
The Rock does one serious movie, and Kevin Hart's like, "Well, I gotta go to Saudi."
I gotta go to Saudi Arabia.
Anyway, let's.
Have any of them ever played a journalist in any movies? That's what I want to know.
I
Did they
doubt
not?
it.
Did they not know? Did they not know that they bone sawed a man?
I mean, yeah, but have you considered that free speech is under attack in America?
Have you guys considered journalists are not people? If you would believe Alex Garland in Civil War,
Have you considered that journalism is not even a real career anymore in 2025?
you want to report the news? No, obey.
I love
Come
how
on.
I love how the news people are also the aliens.
Yeah. What? So when he sees the first alien, he's at a newsstand and he's holding a newspaper, and I think he's holding it upside down. And I tried to twist my head to see it, but I was pirating this movie on my phone, and so anytime I tried to twist it, the screen would just move. Did you see what it said on the newspaper that he's holding upside down?
I didn't.
It was probably like "Be afraid" or something.
Can we Google it? I know. I love what it said on the money. On the money, it just says, "This is your God," which is
I love it.
incredible.
I love it because
Incredible.
It's not subtle. It's not subtle at all.
No.
It's just like a Taylor Swift lyric in 2025. It's just very. but-
Newspaper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have to dig deep to find meaning. She hates Charlie XCX,
Uh,
which means she didn't get sympathy as a knife at all because Taylor doesn't understand subtext. I'm just trying to get us in trouble with Swifties. Trying to get some death threats. Are you finding it?
I am not.
Are you winning, son?
I'm looking for it. I'm not finding it.
Yeah, it was just one of those things where it's like, I'm sure that says something wacky like war, scary, be afraid.
Oh, maybe I should just look up the clip. Look
Yeah, I
up
think
the
it's one
clip.
of the first things that pops up when you Google the movie.
All right, I'm gonna go on YouTube. I'm gonna watch this clip. We'll find this. We're gonna see what this newspaper says.
We're
It's
gonna
not.
find.
It's not gonna say anything as good as the money, but
We're getting down to the truth here. And the first time you see the alien, it's very scary, very jarring. It's just a nice. He looks like old. Oh, it says. Hold on.
oh, you found it. You found it.
It says conform.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah, it's just upside down.
Oh, so many of the things they conform though.
Yeah,
Okay.
sleep, conform, no thought, conform. I like that there's a movie reviewer at one point, and he's like reviewing a movie, It's like no free thought, don't think differently,
What else does
no
this?
original thoughts.
Where does this magazine say? Obey, buy, do not question authority.
What is the first step? We're creating the transparent
Watch
computing
TV.
environment
Watch TV, no imagination.
by controlled. See, that one hit the hardest, especially with all the AI bullshit going on. There's an actress run. By the time, by the time this comes out, hopefully someone's unplugged her ass. But there's an AI actress running around trying to take the jobs of some real acting people.
Here's the thing. They say that there's an AI actress running around trying to take the jobs of real actors. But is she in anything that any human has watched? No. Nobody has heard of her until this week.
No, it's just the company that made her pushing out and being like, well, we're talking to agents, and I'm sure they are talking to them, but none of the agencies are like looking at her seriously because they know as soon as one of them bites, that the talent with those agencies would be like, well, I don't want to be here anymore, so I'm going over to CAA or I'm going over somewhere else.
And also,
it's just like every time I see like a headline that's like, hey, 1 in 3 people have dated an AI. I'm like, bull fucking shit. Who published the fucking study?
no, that one I believe though. That one I believe. Do you know how many? Do you know how many losers there are?
There's a lot of I don't think it's 1 in 3. Like if you told me like 1 in 6, I'd be like, okay, maybe that's a little better. I don't think it's 1 in 3.
I mean, like, it's probably 1 in 3 losers.
1 in 3. What's that? Is that 33? That's more than 33%, right? What is that?
I believe that 1 in 3 losers have dated an AI.
I look at like there's still a lot of grandparents running around that don't know how to use computers. And I'm like, that 1 in 3 just seems really high with there being a bunch of people who aren't very tech savvy. You're telling me, like, give me a study that shows me how many people aren't tech savvy.
Well, it's not old. That's the thing. They're not. It's 1 in 3 of the people they surveyed, and they're not surveying old people. They're surveying young losers.
Well, exactly. So I feel like that's skewed. If they're surveying young losers, it's gonna skew it. Like all people, because an idiot reads that and they hear 1 in 3 and they're like, oh, 1 in 3 out of everybody. But no, it's losers. You're interviewing losers.
Yeah, but also you have to realize that at least at this point, 33% of America is losers.
There is, but also like I know people our age, and you and I have a little bit of a gap between us, but I've started to meet people our age who don't know how to do shit on a phone. I've even met kids like I
know people around my age.
How to do shit.
I know people around my age that can't use a computer. My sister's older than me. She can't use a computer. I know people.
You're telling me these people don't know how to use a computer, but then somehow find a way to date an AI.
Well, no, here's the thing, and there's a lot of like, people younger than me can't use a computer because I don't know when you came up in school, but like when I was in school, they taught us how to use a computer.
Same.
Like we had classes for it, like specifically to be like, this is how you source information, this is how you cite things, this is how you research, this is how you fact check, and they don't do that anymore. So all people know how to use so young people now, they grow up, the only thing they can do on a computer is type in prompts.
Well, they grew up in an age prompts, and they grew up in an age of like, how do I do this so and so, and the so and so's like, I don't know, Google it.
Yeah.
We lost our humanity by telling people to Google something.
Well, we want them to stay asleep and obey. But like, so like they can't use a computer, but they can talk to an AI because all you got to do is type in, "Hey Siri, how are you? Oh, I'm doing so great, sexy."
Oh, wait, she's interested in me. No, I think back, and this was back in 2020, so COVID was like, full blow. But I think back to like the George Floyd stuff when all that went down, and I remember like folks would be online and someone would like ask something about like Black struggle, and a person of color would be like, well, it's not my job to tell you, go Google it. And I'd be like, I get that it's not your job to talk about the decades and centuries of like that, but also you just told them to go Google. You told them to go Google it, and Google is not giving people good shit. And this was even back in 2020.
It's the I don't know if you remember this since it was so long ago, like 2 months ago, the whole Sydney Sweeney jeans ad that people were outraged about.
Yeah, who was outraged? I didn't meet one person who was outraged.
So there was this Sydney Sweeney jeans ad that supposedly liberals were outraged about because it was offensive, and then all the conservative people were outraged at the fact people were outraged over it, and then like this week or last week, like it came out that actually no one was outraged, it was bots.
We've reached the we've reached the commentary age. There's I was listening to a podcast and I won't say its name, but they were talking about a topic and you could tell that like the only research anyone had done is they had seen a tweet. They had seen some like a tweet that it related to the thing. So they were just commenting on the outrage of something. I'm just
Yeah.
like, you don't know anything. You just commenting on something you saw.
This is how
In Pat-
this is how outrage starts. A bot or a bunch of bots or even just one real idiot will say something, and then that becomes a broken telephone in which one person will be mad at that one person, and then all of a sudden, all these people are outraged. No, it was one guy, and now all these people are outraged, and now there's people outraged at the outrage that is just one guy, but it's apparently a big thing, and no, and everybody's just mad at each other, and I feel like we've reached we've reached the apex of everything this movie is about.
It's just the media sees us being outraged about the fake outrage and like, oh well, we'll just keep using this to divide them, like because if they're scared they'll consume. If they consume, we all make money.
Yeah, it's what they're like. Oh, don't be outraged. Nostalgia. Look at this. Remember
Hey,
this.
you remember Iron Man?
Remember the '80s, and it's like, yeah, man.
They're running out of 80s people. Those people are gonna start dying soon.
Then it's gonna be remember the '90s. Remember the 2000s. There's people going around now. Remember Walmart in the 2000s was so great. Like, buddy.
No,
Like,
it wasn't.
Like Walmart
I
in the
almost got
2000s.
abducted from a Walmart in 2000.
Walmart in the 2000s was just as bad as Walmart in 2025.
I almost got abducted by an old pedo. What the fuck? Why are we nostalgic about this shitty fucking place?
Because because it lets you stay asleep and consume.
And the video that they were nostalgic about wasn't even like a real ad. It was a fucking AI generated Thora thing. Oh my god, that made me so mad.
It's just people. Here's the thing: the aliens in this movie would love 2025 because now people are walking around with a pocket obey.
Well, yeah, that, and then people would see the aliens, and it wouldn't bother them. It wouldn't bother them at all because they'd be like, "Well, I aspire to be like them. They have all the money."
Well, here's the other thing: there's at least 50% of this population would be like Keith David. I'm not putting on those fucking glasses.
I don't want to see it. I don't need to see
Get
it.
the fuck out of here. Right? One third of people would be that. One third of people would put on the glasses, see things, and be like, "This isn't real."
To bring it back to the Walmart thing real quick, I tried to like fan the flames and make it a beef with Kmart. Didn't work out, but I was hoping to fan some fake outrage.
Kmart sucks.
Hey now. They had great ads.
Hey.
Like I just shipped my pants.
Do you think the movie Rain Man destroyed like their image? Because he says that
Maybe.
he says that in Rain Man. Kmart sucks.
Well, and then Eminem also references Kmart in his song called "The Rain Man" as well.
Because I feel like after that movie came out, what, like '89? I feel like that's when Kmart really started going down.
Was Rain Man like a big zeitgeisty movie back then?
It was. Didn't it win Best Picture?
Yeah, but did that mean like
Yeah.
was big, like because we talk about how like the Oscars aren't big anymore, but was that like was like Oscar night like this big?
I feel like
Hoorah
I
thing.
feel like the '80s was like that's when the Oscars like people cared. Hang on, Rain Man. We're talking about
Kmart.
we're getting so off topic.
Well, we're consuming, we're obeying, we're
Yeah.
basically doing what the movie says not to do.
It made okay, there's no exact number, but the estimate is between $350 and $429 million on a $25 million budget. I'd say it was a big hit.
Yeah, okay, yeah. That Kmart never recovered from Rain Man.
Yeah.
They're like, God damn it, he just had to say, couldn't he have said Walmart sucks?
Was Walmart around back then?
I have no idea. I hope they go away. Hope all of them go away. I've only got one thing I dislike about this movie,
What is
and
it?
it's just that the twist about Holly. It's so it's her. She's betrayed. She's going to betray them at the end. It was her. She throws him out the window. She throws.
I mean, even before
Yeah.
that, she doesn't act very lively and human like.
No, she's got those like grayish eyes that like she's human. Like right away it lets you know that she's human, but she's got these gray eyes. She's just very like feels soulless almost.
And I feel like she's not in it enough for me to really care either way.
No, because it kind of makes you feel like I don't know. There's a weird thing between Rowdy and her, and it's why do you see this woman again at this meetup, and you're like, oh, it's her. She just threw you out a fucking window, dude, and tried to kill you.
Yeah, you can almost honestly do without her entirely.
Yeah,
She could just be
I
a
was bummed that Keith
she could just
David
be a
died.
random woman who throws him out the window and is never seen again.
I love Keith David, so when he died, I was like, man, he should have lived.
Do you
Keith
think
should have lived.
do you think that ending twist would be better if it's Keith David?
No, but I would still like to see him live because I think the movie takes a comedic turn at the end, which I think
Does it?
I don't know if that. Yeah,
Does it?
yeah, because you see everyone sees all the aliens in person. Uh, there's the one guy sitting at the bar watching the TV with all of them, and they're all looking. And it's also the first time you see them in color, so like, and it actually looks really good when it's in color. You think it's gonna look fake, but it looks really good. And there's the one in the bar that's just sitting there. He doesn't realize there's all these different ones, and then there's the I was like, this rated R for nudity. I was like, where's the nude? I haven't seen it. Did I miss an alien dick somewhere? And then there's this woman in full cowgirl riding someone, and you know it's going to reveal an alien. You just know it.
Yeah.
And you see and I mean it also it ends the movie on a positive note because the first time we see nudity, which I think like I don't know, nudity is like the naked truth, like it's out there, like I don't know, at least in American culture, like we tend to shy away from sex and nudity, and that kind of feels like the first thing that gets zipped up when there's somebody in control. It's like no more boobs, no more wieners, they're going away. You're not going to see any
They're
of it.
They're taking the cocks. They're taking the cunts. They're taking the genitals of Springfield.
They're eating the cocks. They're eating the cunts in Ohio. But no, that's the first thing that when you're being controlled, that's the first thing that goes. Like you got to cover those up. You got to and this is the movie saying no, it's all out to bear now, and it kind of leaves us like, well, are things going to get better? Are they going to kill these aliens? Or are we just going to be like, I'm just going to keep fucking this alien. I don't care. Like, what's it going to? It kind of ends on an upbeat comedic note.
I wouldn't call it comedic. I think it ends too quickly.
You think it ends too quickly?
Because it just like I'm not saying like give me like 15 more minutes. But like it just ends like at the guy like she's riding him, and then it reveals he's an alien, and then it just ends.
I think that's the best shot to end on. I really do.
I don't know. I feel like I don't know.
Because how do you see them ending it? Like they do it because they've already. I would imagine like maybe like a human news that like the news has been done by the people that controlled us for so long that we don't know how to do the news. It's just like cavemen doing the news or something.
I feel like you need at least a couple more like reaction shots because you got the guy in the bar. You got the guy, you got the lady having sex. You got like one other thing, right?
I think it's the newscast because they're doing the news and they're like,
you got the news, you got the guy in the bar, and you got the lady. I'm like, I don't know, show me some other show me some other reveals.
I think it's one of those situations where it's like the Joker says in The Dark Knight, I'm like one of those dogs that if I caught the mail truck, I wouldn't know what to do with it. Like this is that moment. This is us catching the mail truck, and it's like, okay, what do you do with it? And it ends there. It's like, okay, like once you have been awoken to the situation or to the powers that be, what are you going to do with it? And I think that's why I like it leaving it there because all right, now what do you do?
I know, but I just feel like we see a bar and we see this lady. Show me other people.
You wanted a cathartic release.
I don't need a cathartic release, and I don't need to see how the people react. I don't need to see them knowing what they're going to do. I just need to see more of them, like, having it be revealed to them.
Yeah, but like if they start beating him up immediately, because like you don't realize it's a rich person. You just see something. Like, would it come off, especially in 2025, would it come off as racist? Like, hey, they saw this person that looks differently than them, and they immediately started smacking the shit out of them.
Well, no, I don't even need them beating. I don't even need them doing anything. I need, just show me more people not knowing what to do.
Maybe like one or two more things.
Yeah,
I still think
'cause
you end on. I still think you end on the sex scene. I think that's hilarious. And this is satire through and through. But I was like, that is satirical genius, Mr. Carpenter.
right? I just need because, like I said, it's the news, and it's that one bar of people, and then it's the lady, and I'm like, I don't know what is the grocery store? What's going on in the mall? What's going on?
Show me the police station where half of them are cops and half of them aren't.
Yeah, yeah. Show me the good apples. What's going on with them?
Mm-mm, mm-mm,
Show
mm-mm,
me
mm-mm.
show me the two good apples.
Matthew, no good apples. ACAB, 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 ACAB.
Does ACAB include Frank Drebin?
Yes.
Does it? But
No, not Frank. Not
he
Frank.
he tried to he saved that guy getting stabbed in the park.
I just want to salute all the criminals that tried to take out O.J. Simpson. You were trying to save us. We didn't know.
If only we knew.
If only we knew, we would have let you get away with it. This is a good movie. I'm a slut for good satire, and this is good satire.
Oh, 80s satire.
Have we seen all the good 80s satire, or is there more? Is Wall Street a satire?
I don't think it is.
It's just real?
I mean, I know they don't really portray Gordon Gekko as a guy you should like, but I don't think it's a satire.
But I'm sure there are people out there with like Gecko quotes tattooed on their arms. They're like, yeah, man, greed is good, brother. Hell yeah.
Yeah. Just forehead tattoos. Greed is good.
And then and then they've got some Nazi tattoos in other places.
So it's always
Obey.
it's always on the neck.
It's where they love to get kisses.
They got an SS tattoo on their neck, and then they got the American flag on their forearm.
Kiss my SS tattoo, baby. What fucking dipshits. Fucking moron. Fucking skinhead piece of shits.
Those are probably the ones with the AI girlfriend.
Baby, tell me you like my SS tattoo. I love your SS tattoo, Lady Killer 69.
Oh, baby, tell me about white genocide.
And that you have to pay you have to the premium subscription for me to compliment your genocide or whatever.
Oh yeah.
The racist tech companies make the AI like, hey, we bury the racist shit behind the premier subscriptions.
Oh yeah, baby.
If they made her,
tell me
if they made her,
oh baby, tell me about the Great Replacement Theory.
if they made her today, it would just be Joaquin Phoenix asking all.
Oh,
Is anyone going to replace me, Scarlett?
Oh my god. Oh, speaking of Joaquin Phoenix, I got to tell you a funny story off mic.
Oh, you ran into Joaquin out in the open again. I love it.
No, it has to do with Joaquin. He's not involved in the story.
I love that 10 years ago, the guys that were screaming in the streets, "You will not replace us," are replacing their girlfriends with computers. Or
They
replacing
never,
women with they don't never had. So
they
you're not
never had
replacing.
they're not replacing it.
You're not
And
replacing.
the women are very thankful, by the way. It's the only good thing these guys have ever done for a woman is take themselves out of the dating pool.
This is like that one Mythic Quest episode where like they have their servers full of Nazis. Have you seen this episode?
I think so.
Their servers full of Nazis, and they're trying to get rid of them. They're trying to ban them, but the Nazis start complaining about being canceled. So they just put them on a separate server away from everybody else.
Yeah.
They're like, look, they can coexist, but not at all. That first season is great. No, this is a good movie. It's good satire. Everyone should watch it. It's quick. It's snappy. Clean up the Holly stuff, and it's a perfect movie. And according to Matt, don't end on the boobs because he represses the boob. He doesn't want to see the nudity.
No, I'm a Gen Z. I don't like nudity. Everybody should be clothed at all times.
Matt was like, this is a 5-star movie, and then that final scene, he did a spit take at that final scene. He's like, oh,
Yeah, boobs.
Oh.
Gross.
boobs. This is what purpose does this serve? Oh,
This is gratuitous.
get out of here.
Yeah.
Oh.
People should be clothed at all times. I shower fully clothed.
I'm doing this podcast fully clothed, just in case anyone's wondering.
Yeah. No one
out
should.
of out of
No one should.
supporting Matt, because if I
Yeah.
did it naked, he'd be mad.
As a Gen Z, I have to say this: no one should ever be nude ever. It's really it's inappropriate and it's unnecessary. What does it accomplish? What does nudity really accomplish? Sex, yuck.
Put on your Obey shirt. Keep them things covered up.
Yeah.
You don't need to see them tickle bitties.
Put them things away. Put them fangs away.
Put them things away. Them
Yeah.
things be thangin',
Yeah.
but covered up. Cover them up.
Yeah.
What do you give this movie?
4.5 stars.
I think I also gave it 4.5. I'm gonna stick with that. Dad movie. Where is this? Where is this on the dad movie scale?
I think this is at least a 90.
I think 90 is a good spot. I think dads see John Carpenter and they see John Carpenter 80s horror,
Roddy Piper.
horror-esque, Roddy Piper. They see Keith David. Dads love Keith David.
20-minute fist fight in an alley.
Keith David knees Roddy Piper in the crotch like 5 times. It's a hard knee each time. We were gushing over the fight at the beginning. We didn't even get into the details of it. No, yeah, I agree. 90, good 90. I think they get a little. Dads like the boobs. The Gen Z dads don't like the boobs, but
Gen
we don't
Zs
talk
aren't
about that.
Gen Zs aren't dads. That would require having sex.
You're right. They just those that are their sperm somehow ended up
Yeah.
where
Probably-
it needed to go.
Probably in some toilet seat.
That was my favorite thing as a kid, believing that you can get pregnant from a toilet seat. When it was just, in fact, everyone telling us, please wipe your cum off the toilet. Please don't leave any cum on the toilet seat.
Was that a big was that a big epidemic back then? Kids just jerking off into the school bathrooms?
I don't know, but there was a point where I did believe that you could get pregnant off a toilet seat. So prepubescent Nick or pubescent Nick, however you look at it, was always like, I need to make sure it don't leave a mess. It can be on my ear, but it can't end up near anyone's rear. Big something. There's something about Mary fanbag.
I don't have a dad
Let's-
joke, so I'm just gonna say
I do
that
have
right
it.
now.
I do have a dad joke, but before we do the dad joke, let's do our IMDb goofballs. These are the folks that watch a movie completely wrong. They watch it, see something they don't like, hop on IMDb, and then type out a goof. They're awful people. It's mainly Neil deGrasse Tyson. We've decided that
It's pretty much always Neil deGrasse Tyson, and only Neil deGrasse Tyson.
because they suck the fun out of something that's fun.
Yeah.
I've got mine right here. The Ithaca Model 37 shotgun that Roddy Piper's character uses can only hold 5 rounds, including one in the chamber, due to the length of the magazine too. Yet it is fired 9 times without a reload. Motherfucker sat there and counted how many times he shot it.
Fuck you, Neil.
He's in a bank shooting aliens. Fuck off, Neil.
Yeah. I got one here. Despite working in the hot sun with sledgehammers and pickaxes, neither Keith David nor Roddy Piper work up a sweat. Fuck you, Neil.
Fuck you. They could have brought extra shirts.
Yeah, they could
You
have
never see people bring extra shirts.
they could have toweled themselves. There could have been a breeze that day. You don't fucking know what the weather was. Just because it's sunny out doesn't make it hot.
Eat shit, Neil.
Eat shit.
Eat the fattest fucking turd, Neil. I do have a dad joke for this one.
Ooh,
I'm pretty proud of this. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
They lived. They laughed. They loved.
Fuck you.
Yes, I got my groove back. And it works. It works. They were making love.
God, I hate you. No, we can't make love. That's unnecessary.
Obey, procreate.
That's unnecessary and not needed.
It is not. If you put the glasses on now and there was a sex scene on TV, it would be say not necessary.
Unnecessary. Gratuitous.
If you put the glasses, I think I tweeted this earlier or posted it as put the glasses on over a Taylor Swift lyric, it wouldn't say anything. It would just say it would be the same text. Ooh. Swifties,
I lost the
come
wheel.
get me.
Where did the wheel go? I found it.
Wheel time. Spin that wheel. They're wheeling, they're dealing. There's 5 movies left on the wheel.
That is correct.
What is left?
Children of Men,
Okay.
The Wrestler,
Another sad one.
Kick Ass,
Okay.
Accepted,
Okay.
Disturbia.
All good movies. I'm
Well,
gonna say it right here. All good movies.
well,
All of them.
eh,
Every last one of them.
nah, kick ass. Eh.
I like Kick. I like it. You made us like it. I like Kick. I like it better than Kingsman.
Really?
Yes. That being said, I haven't seen Kick Ass in probably like 14 years.
I probably haven't seen Kick Ass since before the first time I saw Kingsman, and I liked it less. And I like Kingsman less now than I did back then. So, ooh.
That means we're growing. We're growing.
Am I
Getting
gonna
older.
am I gonna grow to like Kick Ass, or am I gonna grow to dislike it even more?
I don't know. I like the cast. I think it's you get a mix of good and bad Cage in this one. I like Chloe. Is that Chloe Garcia? Is her name? Chloe Mortez Garcia.
Chloe Grace Moretz.
That was close. Chloe
Yeah,
Grace Moretz.
Chloe Garcia, real close.
Well, I was a fan of her in 30 Rock before anything else. So anything else she was in, I was like, you are amazing. You are an amazing comedic actor. Put you in everything.
Was she in 30 Rock before Kick Ass?
She was in. So 30 Rock ran from, was that 2007 to 2013, 14? She was in like the 4th season. So it's close. It's close.
We're talking about this like Kick Ass was on the was one, but I haven't spun the wheel yet.
We haven't spun the wheel. Let me look real quick. Kick Ass. I Googled Kick Ass and it just has pictures of me. Crazy.
It's probably that incorrect Google AI.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I'm sorry. This is a loser.
Yeah.
we did that thing AI do. We made stuff up.
You ever see?
Okay, so she.
You ever see somebody Googled how to unwrinkle a ball sack, and Google AI was like, use a steam iron?
Don't do that. Don't. Okay, so Kick Ass was 2010. She was in 30 Rock. Okay, so this was. I saw 30 Rock before I saw Kick Ass. So I came late
Okay,
to
but
Kick
she
Ass.
was in Kick Ass first, though.
Yes.
Okay, let's spin the
She's only in
wheel
3 episodes.
because it
30
might
Rock.
not
Let's
even
spin the-
it might not even land on Kick Ass.
It should. It should after we talked about Kick Ass for the last 5 minutes. Oh, she was in Neighbors too.
Accepted.
We'll get Kick Ass next time.
We'll certainly
Oh,
get it
she voiced-
eventually.
I'm sorry, I'm still on Chloe Mortez Garcia. Chloe Grace Moretz. I'm like, hey, you know who did really good face acting in One Battle After Another?
Who?
I was thinking of her the other day.
Sean Penn.
Yeah, well, yes, him, but also, let me make sure I got her name right. I always mess it up. It is
Chase Infinity.
Yeah, she's fine. It is. Where's she? Wow, why is she so far down? Where is she? Hold on. Hold on, I've lost it.
Gina Hall.
Regina Hall. There it is. Really good face acting from her. Though she disappears. Like in the back half.
Because she gets disappeared.
She gets disappeared.
Like literally gets disappeared.
Is it implied that she rats?
I don't know. I feel
They
like
don't really.
I feel like she didn't. They just disappeared her.
They disappeared her, but like because they were trying to get her to break and tell, because they had caught they had caught. Oh, this is why I can't find her. I'm on the Once Upon a Time in Hollywood Wikipedia page.
What the fuck is
I'm a
wrong with
fucking
you?
moron. I'm a fucking moron. It's like where is she? Where is she? But yeah, it's kind of implied they get her to snitch, but it's like, what are you getting?
But
'Cause
she's
at
not.
that point,
She's not snitching. There's nothing for her to snitch on.
At that point, they've caught Chase Infinity. My only thought was like they were trying to catch Bob Ferguson.
Yeah, but she doesn't know where Bob is.
No, but I think they knew where she. I think they thought Regina Hall knew.
I don't
That's
think
why
she
I couldn't
snitched.
find her fucking.
I don't think she snitched. They just disappeared her.
Well, I hope they find her for 2 battles after another.
It's
Wow,
actually
she's 54. She looks great.
it's one battles $ after another.
God, they brought in the king.
They brought him
They
in.
brought in
They
Jimmy?
they brought him old Jimmy Cameron.
James, get in here. Someone's sitting it. James, we need a sequel. It's like, what if we made it a rom-com? Look, we got to change genres. Look, Megan 2.0 didn't work because they didn't bring Jimmy in.
No.
Jimmy was like, look, I love the genre swap. This wasn't it, guys. This
Nope.
wasn't the genre.
Megan's. There you go. That's why it failed.
This needed.
That's why
Look,
it
guys,
failed.
Guys, this needed to be a coming of age story. You screwed the pooch here. I don't. This doesn't sound anything like Jimmy Cameron, but this is my new character. Look, you needed to change genres. You messed it up. You don't get a second chance. You want to go back to horror? Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
I don't know who that's supposed to be.
It's just my nondescript director. You want to change genres again? No, no, you had your chance. We're not putting S on this. No, no, no. You passed the S.
God, I'm so mad. Mad. It's not gonna be called Beekeepers.
Should have been called Beekeepers, and it should just be like a fun little family adventure film. It should. They're really screwing the pooch here.
Folks, I think we're becoming delirious.
Coming delirious. Accepted next week. It is on. It's on Amazon here in the States.
Oh yeah, it is on nowhere in Canada.
Oh, you get Fat Jonah Hill. You get Justin Long when Hollywood thought he was going to be a bigger thing. Now he's just a.
The Mac guy.
No, he's not the Mac guy anymore. He's the. Who's the weapons writer director?
Zach Krieger.
He's just Zach Krieger's friend. Which is not a bad place to be in 2025. You got Blake Lively before she was fighting with filmmakers. Mariah Thayer. Where's she gone? I don't know. That's it. Everyone else in this movie kind of fizzed out after a while.
Is Louis Black still alive?
Yes.
Okay, that's good to know.
You were worried?
It was.
Yeah, everyone else in this movie just kind of was there. Hannah Marks played Lizzie. She's the precocious child. What's she do now? Oh, shit.
I don't know. I've never heard of her.
No, she doesn't do porn.
Why would you say that about a child?
That's the nightmare. Looking someone up in a movie that's 20 years old and be like, oh no, they were in porn. No, she's actually just in Turtles All the Way Down.
I've never heard of that.
That is I think that's a John Green book. Same guy who wrote what's that Boom Clap movie where the kids have cancer but they're dating? Something in the Stars, Fault in Our Stars.
Yes.
Boom clap, the sound of our heart, the beat. That's Charlie XCX on that. Yep.
I've never heard that song.
It's so good. It was a bop back in 2013. Oh, she's been in a bunch of movies. I was just making a joke about the porn stuff. It was a joke. Everybody. Calm down, guys. You're gonna cancel me? Yeah, that's it. I'm taking the Saudi money.
Well, folks, if you want Nick to even be able to get offered the Saudi money, leave a review.
Yes, please.
And
I would like some Saudi money.
Yeah. And tell your friends, tell your family, whatever you do, don't tell your mother, unless she's a Saudi.